thought for the first game against a very dangerous opponent, which we knew coming in, Arkansas State, that's a good football team, and they're going to win a lot of games, and they're probably going to go to a bowl game again. So it was a good first win for us. I was really encouraged to have the fact that we played 13 true freshmen tonight. I think we had 22 players make their Trojan debuts for us tonight. We got players back off of injury tonight, this guy being one of them, and we obviously saw what he did in Trey, but Kenny Bigelow, Jabari Ruffin. We had some guys change positions like Chris did tonight. He actually played two positions for us and make the transition smoothly, obviously with the key interception there for us. So all in all, it's a good first win, but we're going to go look at the tape, and there's going to be plenty of room for improvement for us. We weren't great on third down. Obviously, offensively, we stalled out on a couple drives that way. We stalled out on a fourth down conversion. So areas for improvement, but for the first time you take the field and you go out there and you have to go play. I was pleased with our effort. I thought our kids played hard, and I thought they played together as a team, which is probably the most important thing.
Trey, could you have envisioned a better return to the field tonight?
I felt I did pretty good. That fourth down Coach Sark is talking about, I felt like I could have used more power and got that. But overall, I felt like I did pretty good.
Steve, how was this for you after the 2 weeks that you kind of endured?
That was easy. I loved it. This is what I love to do, so it was easy. We had moved on quite a bit ago as a family, and so it wasn't like we had to come in here and turn the lights on, or the light switch on. We've been preparing for this, and I was proud of the guys. I even look at only 3 penalties tonight, which has been another issue of ours, being a team that has been highly penalized. So we did some things really, really well. We played much better in the second half than we had, which has been another point of emphasis of ours. So I was just proud of the guys that they applied the things that we're trying to get done. We weren't perfect, but all in all, I was pleased with their effort.
Could we update on
about Adoree Jackson?
Is that the same question? We don't know much yet. We don't think it's serious. He felt something twinge. He just didn't have great strength coming back out of halftime. We made a decision that we felt was in the best interest of Adoree. Obviously, we've got a deep football team that we can move forward with. We didn't field a kickoff very well back there with Dom Davis his first time back, but that's part of the growing pains we're going to have with some of our young players as we continue to grow. But we'll get Adoree back, and hopefully sooner rather than later.
Could you just describe the two takeaways, and also what were you trying to take away from their defense and other deal?
The first one, they had what we call a snag play, where the two receivers switch, and it was up to my teammates. I give it all to them. Being able to depend on your teammates, knowing where they're supposed to be, it's an amazing feeling. So that you can stick to your job, it makes it much easier. So I seen the quarterback throw it, and I went to go make the play. Then on the second one, I was making a tackle, and once again, one of my teammates, Jabari Ruffin, came in, stripped it. I was on the ground. I seen the ball, and I just covered it up until the refs blew the whistle, and then I got up with the ball. We're as a defense, we wanted to really take away the quarterback. He's a very versatile guy. He can really run. He can really, push the pocket. So once we took him away, it made our job much easier.
Steve, it seemed like you guys played against a versatile quarterback. You guys played so many guys on defense. It seemed like you played fairly good assignment football tonight. What would you say?
I would agree. I think a couple times we lost containment, Gary, which I'd want us to improve upon. We brought some internal pressures, which was intentional to flush them to the edge, but we lost our edge a couple times. So we need to improve upon that. But all in all, I thought we contained him well, and then we defended the pass well. This kid, it was a tremendous passer, was 8 of 23 with a couple picks, So not only did we make it harder on him running the ball, but I thought we did a good job deploying in our coverage and making it difficult on him throwing the ball.
Steve, you talked about platooning during fall camp and fall practices, and I'm not quite sure that a lot of us thought it was going to be as extreme as it was. You pretty much played everybody on the team on defense. Is this something you can keep up throughout the entire season?
Well, it was the plan this week, and it probably continue to be the plan until it goes astray, obviously, and then you have to make your proper adjustments. But all in all, even at the end of the game, when we were playing 3 true freshman defensive tackles, 3 true freshman linebackers, a true freshman corner, a true freshman safety. The only way in this game that you really get better is by playing. You have to play. You have to go out on the field and you have to learn from your mistakes. You have to lose contain once and then figure out, oh, that's what coach has been talking about. So all in all, I want us to improve individually, but improve collectively. And the only way to do that is you have to play people. So I thought we got a lot of quality work done. I haven't seen everybody's rep count yet, and we'll look at all that stuff tomorrow. But I think it's going to make us a better football team in the long haul. Surely we got better tonight on that front because guys got experience. Now, as we continue to move through this, the season and conference play, guys are going to start to jockey for position, and some guys are going to get more playing time than others. But for right now, we're playing our people, and they went out and did a good job. We held a really high, prolific offense to 6 points.
In
You
addition,
said that you guys have moved on as a family, but for you personally, to get on a field and get a win like that, what does that do for you?
It's football, Shelly. I mean, that's like I said, it's football, and you get back on the field and you do what you do. And what was different for me is not calling plays. Obviously, I was still involved and I still snuck some peeks at the call sheet, but all in all, I just coached, and that's what I do. And so I had a great time doing it and hugged my kids after the game, and now I'm in the locker room and talking to you guys. I mean, it is what it is.
How was that not calling plays for you?
I was still involved some. I gave Clay some suggestions here and there along the way. I think it helped me look at some different things up front in what was going on up front. We had our struggles in the first half, with them getting 4 sacks and different things. So my eye placement was a little different, Gary. It wasn't always the big picture. I was able to focus on some things that I felt like I wanted to see, whether it was a tight end play or the center play, whatever that may be along the way. I was much more involved in special teams. I was much more involved defensively than I've been. So I felt more, quite honestly, engaged with our entire team than I've been in the past, which I think is going to, again, help us down the road.
Chris, can you specifically explain what it's like that you have just more depth, more players in practice, more competition, and more guys who can play during a game? How does that manifest itself?
I mean, it feels good to have guys that can go in at any moment in the game, especially when you have true freshmen that are ready to go. Marvell Tell came in, did an excellent job. Leon McQuaid, even the walk-on Matt Lopes came in, did an excellent job. It feels good because the stress is not on you. You can forget plays. You make bad plays, you can forget them. You don't always have to stress about everything. And when you're tired, you can really ask for a sub. Like, Coach, I need a breather, I can come out. And then they'll send someone in that can do the job the same way, just as good as you.
in addition to Trey, Aka Cedric scored, Ron Jones scored, Dom played. How did you think of your full running back core?
I thought it was good. We didn't run a lot of plays tonight, unfortunately. We only ran 63 plays tonight. A year ago this time, I think we ran 105, and so guys got more carries, guys got more opportunities. We didn't get quite as many opportunities as maybe I would have liked, but the guys, when they got their chances, they played hard and they ran hard, which was a positive. So, hopefully next week we get more plays, which will give these guys more opportunities just to get into the flow of the game.
Because the team started off slow a little bit, is that just jitters and nervousness first game?
Yeah, I mean, and again, I know I say stuff like this now, and then hopefully I prove myself right. I think that's a good football team, and they're going to go win a lot of games, and I won't be surprised if they don't go out and win their conference. So, they came ready to play. They were going to play us, and they did. And we weren't trying to go out and win the game in the first quarter. We just wanted to go play our game, and if we had to punt or if we got stopped on a fourth down, okay, defense, let's take the field, let's get the ball back. And so we got pinned inside the 5, our own 5 a couple times, and we get across the 50 and stall out a little bit, but in real football, that's a good drive. That's changing field position, and so it's not always about scoring those touchdowns. It's about playing the game the right way, and I thought we did that tonight.
Stephen Mitchell was kind of in and out of the game.
Yeah, he's got a wrist that we're going to look at. X-rays were negative, but it was hurting him pretty good, so we just held him out.
Let's do one more.
The one area where you guys struggled in the first half was pass protection.
Yeah.
What do you think was going on?
We had a couple blown assignments. which obviously were pretty glaring. When guys are running in your backfield free, you miss a couple assignments. We gave up some sacks there, and we got gamed, meaning they ran some twists and some stunts up front that got to us too. So it was a combination of things. I thought we shored it up a little bit better in the second half, but it will be a point of emphasis when we go back to work on Monday.
Chuma came in like the second play of the game. Did something happen to Zach, or was
His
that
shoe
play?
came off. That was a big shoe too.
Okay, thank you, guys.
All right, guys, thank you.
Catch the rest of our players up the tunnel as they leave here.